Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me for your yoga practice today. Hello, my name is Kelly and this is my friend Maxwell right here. Hi, Maxwell. Thank you for joining me. Hey, what are you doing over there? All right, so let's start. I'm going to put on my music, cue music, and right there. All right. So I place my mat a little differently at an angle so that you can see me in a different alignment or line of sight. But let me start with telling you about the program. So the program today, 3 things. Think about enhancing your balance. We'll practice and repeat movements over a few times, so you'll feel the difference in your balance. And we'll also increase your motor skills by picking up the pace. And then the third thing is strengthening your functional movement. So we will use weights today with the movement. So grab some 3-pound weights, especially if you're new. If you're newer, you don't need any weight. But if you're intermediate, beginner or intermediate, you can grab some 2 or 3-pound weights, seriously lightweight. And then I've got some 5s. Have some blocks. We'll start with some warm-up moves with the blocks. Okay, so let's get started on your back. Right here, there are 3 mini flows that we're going to go through after we warm up. And the class should be about 40-ish minutes. So lie down on your back. And let's start by reaching your arms up overhead and reaching your legs out straight and stretch the body. And then reach for your right knee, your right shin, and pull the knee into your chest and rotate your foot a couple of times. We'll start with some movement, some stretches that will resemble other stretches when we're standing. Extend this leg up straight right here. So like hand to big toe hold. Your hips are level and stable on the ground. Grab your big toe. And maybe you can keep your leg straight. If you can't do that, then bend your knee as much as you need to grab your big toe. So if you visualize this when you're standing, I want you to have about the same leg extension when we do hand to big toe hold. So if your knee is all the way in like this, that's as far as you're going to go whenever you're doing the standing balancing hand to big toe. All right, so now just reach the leg to the side, just to the point of feeling the hamstring stretch, and you can reach the opposite arm and relax the shoulders. And I'm pressing my left calf down into the ground. And you can turn your head the opposite direction of your knee. Now lift the leg, bend your knee, and bring this knee across the body to the left side and reach your right arm over to the right. Look over to the right and breathe in deeply. Then fully exhale, let it go. You've arrived. Inhale, lift your knee up and grab the foot again with your hand. So this is resembling a lunge position, coming later in the class to crescent pose. And then bend your knee, set your foot on the floor. Bring your left knee into your chest, extend the right leg out straight. Pull the knee in, then extend the leg up straight right there and reach up and grab your big toe. And again, this side may be a little bit different than the other side as far as your flexibility in your hamstring. Like, what are you feeling right now? Do you need to bend your knee to relieve? Maybe you're shaking a little bit. If you're shaking, I want you to let up on the stretch. Maybe you're just going to hold the calf or the ankle, which is completely fine. So, and gradually you'll feel a little more length or flexibility in your legs as you continue practicing with consistency. So if you can, extend the leg up straighter and then bring the leg to the side, reach the right arm over to the right, and you'll look over to the right. Press your right calf down into the ground. Inhale and exhale. Now lift the leg up straight. Bend your knee. So like the crescent lunge position. And then using your right hand, bring this knee across the body to the other side and reach your left arm over to the left. Relax your shoulders and your hips. Inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Now lift up the knee and bring both knees into your chest and place your lower back on the floor. And I want you to rock from side to side a bit. And then feet facing the ceiling, reach up and grab your feet. When we finish the class, we'll come into Malasana. So this is Malasana, but on your back. Anytime you have lower back tension or you're feeling just discomfort in the lower back, you can always lie on your back like this and pull your feet like to your shoulders, your knees towards your shoulders and your feet facing the ceiling, or you can do legs straight up the wall. So legs straight up the wall would be, so your glutes would come up close to a baseboard of any kind in your room, and then have your legs straight up. So what this does is it levels the hips with the weight of the legs coming down into the body, and it helps release the lower back. All right, so cross your ankles and let's roll up. And come onto your hands and your knees, and let's do a couple of cat-cow poses. So cat pose, you're gonna round your back up, press into the floor with the top of your feet, press into your hands, spread your fingers. And then cow pose, you're gonna lower your belly and look forward, inhale. Exhale, round your back, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And then inhale, cow pose. Now tuck your toes under and shift your hips back into the heels right there. So you're kind of pressing into the floor, bent knees, but keeping it up. Now shift forward, press your fingers into the ground, warming up the wrists and the hips right there, and also the ankles and the toe joint. Shift forward, get your toes tucked under really well, including your pinky toes. Press into the floor. Keep your knees on the ground as you reach the glutes to your heels. Do that again. Shift, and then bring it back. One more time. Shift forward, and then bring it back. Now, lift up your knees off the ground. Just hover the knees for a moment for 4. Warming up the core. 3. Building some heat, press your fingers down, 2, and 1. Now lift the knees up all the way and shift your hips back, downward facing dog. And you can move your feet back so that you've got length in the lower spine, the lower back right there. Shift forward into plank. Let's go through a vinyasa, lower down all the way to the mat. Put your knees down. You can slide those blocks out of the way. Then put the top of your feet on the floor and keep pressing the toes down and the top of your feet. Lift up your chest. So you want to ground through the feet back there, and then the pubic bone, the pelvis, elbows draw in. Then exhale and lower. Tuck your toes. Push strongly off the ground. Downward facing dog. Nicely done. Now look forward. Walk to your hands. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale and rise. Let's begin with the first mini flow tree, shoulders back. We'll begin without weights, and then we'll add some weights to the yoga poses to build some strength. So mountain pose, arms to the sides, reach out, palms facing up, reach up all the way, look up at your hands. Then sweep the arms down in front of your body, coming into chair pose. Lift your heels and reach the arms up. Do that again, down, do that 8 times. 7, 6, lift the heels, your feet are separated. 5, about hip width. 4, getting a good calf pump right there. 2, do one more. Chair pose, reach your arms forward. Now stand in your left leg, lift up your right knee, bring it into your chest right here, knee to the side, and place your foot on the inside of your leg. So you'll put your foot at the calf, or reach down and grab your foot and place it at the inner thigh right there. Bring your hands to your heart and balance, shoulders back. Inhale, reach your arms up and stretch. Exhale, arms out to the sides, looking forward, keep your balance. Knee up, extend the leg straight, and lower down. Second side. Mountain pose. Press your toes down, your feet down. Soften your knees, looking forward, soften the neck. Chair pose. Lift your heels, drinking bird. Inhale, chair. Lift the heels. Do it again, 6 more times. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. Hold at the bottom, and then lift up your right knee, lift up the left knee, standing in your right leg. Lift up that leg, then bring the knee to the side. So hip drawn in, squeeze the glute over on that side, the right side. Place your foot at the calf, or reach down and grab the ankle and place the foot at the inner thigh. Hands to your heart, shoulders back. Inhale, reach. All the way up. Sweep the arms out to the sides. Turning your palms up as you reach to the sides. All the way down. Relax your shoulders. And then set your foot down right there. Here's a tip for you. When you're balancing, find something in your room to focus on and keep your eyes on that for the entire duration of the balancing pose. It really helps with your balance tremendously. All right, so let's add some weights. First, starting with mountain pose. So mountain pose right here, lift up your toes, sit your toes down, spreading your toes apart, palms forward, soften the knees, shoulders back. And now you're just gonna curl your biceps, sink into chair pose, and then lift your heels and do a tricep extension. So reach the weights back. Curl, reach back. Curl, reach the weights back. Curl, reach 4 more times. Press the balls of your feet down. Lift the heels. 2 more. 1 more. Curl. And then lift up your right knee. Knee to the side. Place your foot at the calf. Right there. Unless you can get your foot all the way above the knee, I want you to keep your foot at your calf right there. So your palms are facing forward. Snow angel. Let's do 4. So snow angel, reach up the weights all the way and hold the weights straight up. Bring the weights and tap together and then all the way down. Palms facing forward the whole time. If you have shoulder discomfort, stop right there. If you're good and your shoulders feel healthy, bring it all the way up. Do 2 more. You're doing great. Find something to focus on. 1 more time. Reach up. Exhale down. And then set your foot down. Nicely done. Shoulders roll back. Mountain pose, palms forward. Do a bicep curl. And then a tricep extension as you lift the heels, not falling forward. It feels like that. It feels like you're going to tip forward. Do 7 more. 6. Really reach those weights. 5. There's your tricep extension. 4. Or engagement. 3. Press the heels or lift the heels. 2. 1 more. And then curl. Standing in your right leg, lift up the left knee, arms to the sides. Bring your foot to the inside of your calf. Shoulders back. So balancing, 1 foot up, 1 foot on the ground. Knee to the side. It gives you a nice stretch of the inner thigh and the strengthen of the glute or contraction of the glute over there. Looking at your or having your focus on one particular object. Reach the arms up. Snow angel. 1, 2, 3. Whoop. And then 4. If you lose your balance, just get back right back in there. Exhale, down, knee up, and set your foot down. Let's do it again one more time. Mini flow tree, shoulders back, mountain pose, palms forward, curl your biceps, extension, 8, 7, arms back, 6, 5, 4, chair, 3, 2, then 1, and hold. Lift up your right leg to the side, right foot to the side of your calf, palms forward. Just do this one time. Reach up, touch overhead, and then down. Knee up in the center and set it down. Changing sides. Here we go. Mountain pose. Look forward. Where is your focus? On your body and on an object that's not moving. Curl, extend. 8, 7, 6, solid. 5, confident. 4, 3, 2, 1. Chair pose. Lift up your left foot to the calf, arms to the sides, palms forward, reach up, touch the weights together, overhead, and all the way down to your sides, and then set your foot down. Nicely done. Place the weights on the floor. The second mini flow, eagle pose, shoulders back. So hand to big toe hold. You know, you've practiced, you've felt your leg extension, how far it should go. Same thing as when we were on the ground. Lift up your right knee, right there. Reach down. Hi, Maxwell. Grab your big toe. And then just extend the leg out as far as you should. Maybe it's that far. Maybe it's that far. All the way. Shoulders back. You can reach the left arm to the left. Right there. Now just bring the leg to the side for one breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring the legs forward. Let your foot go. Reach the arms. Now this time you're going to sweep the leg back behind you. Step your foot. Place your foot on the mat. Inhale, reach up. Put your palms together. So just listen. You're going to reach across towards the left side. So you're at an angle. Shoulders relaxed. Keep the heel over the ball of the foot back there. Reach up, chop. Now bring the right arm underneath the left arm and tap your shoulders with your hands. Point your elbows forward. Here's your option for eagle arms. Otherwise, circle your arms around. Point your elbows forward. Step forward into chair pose. So step forward, right there. We've been practicing chair. Now lift, keep that position. Lift the right leg up and over. Maybe you can pick up the toes and squeeze the legs together. Maybe toes behind the calf. Lower down your glutes a little bit more. Now just try. Tip the elbows forward and touch the elbow to the knee. Then lift back up. Solid, right there. Unwind your arms, lift your knee up, hold, set it down, and you're done. Dismount. Excellent work. Okay, second side, let's do that. Shoulders back, hand to big toe hold. Lift up your left knee. Hi, Maxwell. Are you talking to me? Lift on the or reach on the inside of your foot. Grab your big toe. Knee points up, not out, like that. So like this. Then go ahead and reach your right arm over to the right. So standing solid, straight, or balanced on that right leg. Extend the leg out straight. Right there, breathe. Now, just lean the leg out to the side or shift the leg to the side for a moment. Notice what happens, the weight shifting in your foot. Breathe. Now bring the leg forward. Nicely done. Let your foot go. Hold it up if you can. There we go, we got it. Now bring the leg back, shift it back. Set your foot on the floor. Inhale and reach. Never been so happy to have crescent pose, right? Now sweep. Arms, palms together. Slice. Reach up. Excellent. Now, cross the left arm underneath your right. Hold on, Maxwell. Tap your shoulders. Pull in your abs for integrity. Or wrap your arms around. So my left arm is under my right. Shoulders back. Hold right here. Step forward, chair pose. Hold that position. Lift your left leg over the right. Am I doing okay, Maxwell? Maybe grab your toes behind. Reach the arms. Now lower your hips. Tap your elbows. Elbow to the knee. Sleeping eagle. Reach up. Unwind your arms. Lift your knee. Set your foot down. Ta-da! You did it. All right, we're going to do that again. I'm going to let you out. There you go. Step to the front of your mat. Right here. You ready? Shoulders back. So we'll move on with our breath as guidance. So take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale that out. Reach the arms to your sides. Inhale, lift your knee. Exhale, reach the right hand on the inside. Grab your big toe. Inhale, reach the left arm. Extend the leg, toes pointing up. And then reach the leg to the side as you exhale. Right there. Straight leg, relax the shoulders. Leg comes forward. Reach arms to the side, let the leg or the toe go, and then sweep behind all the way. Step your foot behind you, palms together, slice right there, right in the center towards the left side. Reach up, bring the right arm underneath your left arm, tap your shoulders, point your elbows forward, maybe circle the arms around. Step forward, chair pose. Right, keep your hips where they are. Bring the right leg up and over the left leg. Pick your toes up, squeeze. Taking it further, toes behind the calf. Taking it further, tap the elbow to the knee. Lift up. Nicely done. Lift up the knee, unwind the arms, set your foot down. Nicely done. Second side, last time. Have fun. Standing in your right leg, left leg up. Reach on the inside of that left leg. Grab your big toe. Get your balance by reaching your arm first. Press your toes into the ground. Abs in. Reach the leg. Leg goes to the side. So my toes turn out slightly. Heel turns in. Whoops. Let's redo that. All right, knee up. If you fall out, come right back in. Reach the arm, leg straight. Bring the leg to the side. Focus on something that's not moving. Relax the shoulders down. Abs in for integrity. Now bring the leg forward. Let your foot go. Leg goes back. Crescent pose. Hands up. Arms up, slice. Inhale, reach. Left arm underneath your right, tap your shoulders. Stay there or wrap around, eagle arms. Step forward, chair. Keep your hips where they are, leg goes over. Kickstand. Lift the toes, just try. Maybe bring the toes behind the calf. Now tap the elbows to the forward knee. Right there. Lift up your knee, unwind the arms, and set your foot down. Nicely done. And now, mini flow warrior. We'll work on plank pose in this, side plank pose. I have an extremely important cue for you. We learned this in the last session, and we'll do it again. We'll repeat it. A little repetition for efficiency, and also becoming a little more confident with your movement just naturally without having to work so hard, right? Okay, so standing, take a deep breath in, mountain pose, reach the arms up, then exhale and bring the hands down the center line of the body as you fold. So you're hinging from the hips when you fold over. Lengthen and look forward. Plant your hands and step back plank. Let's go through a vinyasa. Lower down, upward facing dog or cobra. Press the top of the feet into the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe, pedal your heels. So this mini flow has a few more poses than the first two, but we'll flow through it gently and get through. Let's do 4 rounds. Looking at the time, lift up your right leg in downward facing dog, so 3-limb dog. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Just opening up the hip right there and the quadricep, the hip flexors. Press the floor away. Now extend the legs straight. As you gaze forward, that's when you're going to shift your body. Keep your hips up high and bring that right foot beside your right thumb, right there. Inhale, reach your arms up for a crescent pose. Then exhale, hands to your heart. And I want to teach you revolved crescent pose or crescent pose with a twist. So what you're going to do is you're going to hinge forward like this. So I've got like a straight line from my shoulder to my heel back there. And now I'm just going to turn my rib cage like a steering wheel and place my elbow on the outside of the leg. My knee is over my ankle. Nicely done. Now, take a deep breath in, abs in. Now open up, look forward, then spin your left heel down, warrior 2, right here. And as you set that heel down, I want you to stabilize the knee over the ankle in the front. My knee is pressing out this whole time, so I'm energized in this movement. My back foot, I'm pressing in the blade edge, the pinky side of my foot, which is called the blade edge side of your foot, and my big toe back there. Reach your arms, relax your shoulders. How are you doing? Check in with yourselves. Right there, reverse warrior. So sweep the arm up and over the ear, my palm facing the direction I'm moving in, hand goes behind the knee, and then reach over, side angle. Start right here, reach up and over the ear. So I'm showing you different levels. Stay with the level that works for you. Maybe you can reach down and touch the floor and reach the opposite arm over the ear. Draw your shoulder back, straight sides, nicely done. Half moon from here. You can use a block. So you're going to put your left hand at your hip, step in with the left foot, grab your block, move it up high, and then lift up your left leg. Maybe you want to come up on the highest height, right here. Flex your foot, then reach the left arm up. So your body's opening to the long edge side of the mat. Right there, draw the shoulder back. My hip is lifting or pulling back. Nicely done. Set your foot on the floor and then your knee on the floor. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Nicely done. Then exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Half split. Draw your hip under. Put your foot on the floor. Split. Our low lunge. Exhale, half split. Press your heel down. Nicely done. Now set your foot on the floor, reach up. This time, reach up and bring your left hand back, place it at your lower back. Press into your lower back and lean your shoulder back. So right there, just a energizing back bend. Back bends are known as energizing poses. They're invigorating. Reach the arm up, look up at the ceiling, and maybe you can reach back for your ankle right there. breathe, and then reach up. Exhale, let's do a side plank. So reach your hands for the floor, lift up your left knee, move your right foot to the center, like that. Turn your heels in right there. So now you're gonna use your right hand and grab your blade right here, and then pull it under. So setting your shoulder in place for stability, okay? So then press into the side of your foot, then stack your legs right there. Then reach the right arm up. There's your solid side plank. Look to the side. Maybe look up at your hand. Reach up, reach the arm overhead. Breathe. Set your right hand down on the floor and vinyasa. Lower, up dog or cobra. So upward facing dog, press into the top of the feet, lift the heart through the arms. Exhale, flip over your feet, downward facing dog. Breathe. Second side, left leg up. So remember, this is the long version. We'll hold for several breaths each pose. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Press the floor away, reach the heel towards the back of the mat, opening up the hip and the flexors right there. Extend the legs straight. Look forward. Now shift forward. Keep your hips up high. Step your left foot forward. That should help you get your foot farther forward if you keep your hips up. Concentrate on that. Crescent pose. Reach your arms up. Pull your shoulders back. Nicely done. Now bring your hands to your heart. Practicing revolved crescent pose. So hinge forward right there. So flat back, then turn your elbows or turn your rib cage like you're turning a steering wheel and set your elbow on the outside of your leg right there. Got that? Then you can also take it further and open up your arms, reach. And then bring your hands together. Inhale, reach your arms up and go ahead and set your right heel down on the floor. Arms are forward and back. Look over that front hand in warrior two position. Remember, knee over the ankle. I'm continuously pressing out, by the way, and pressing into the back foot right there. Looking forward over the front hand. Warrior, strong warrior pose. Lean that knee in. Now reverse. So hand goes behind the thigh, leaning your head back just slightly. And then side angle. Start right here. Reach the arm over your ear. Draw your shoulder back, abs in. Strong side angle pose. Or call it a warrior variation. Maybe put your fingertips down. Reach. Half moon pose. Right hand at your hip. Okay, so hold your hip right there. Grab your block. Slide your right foot. Then lift up the right leg as you straighten the left leg. Flex your foot. Then look to the side. Maybe reach the right arm up straight. So from one hand to the other hand is trying to optimize a straight line. Imagining that straight line. Now set your foot on the floor, knee on the floor. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, split. Beautiful job. Put your foot flat. Inhale, reach up, stretch. You're doing great. Stay with me. Ardha Hanumanasana, flex your foot, press your heel down, relax your shoulders right there. Put your foot flat. Inhale and reach. Nicely done. One more time. Let's stretch that hamstring. Flex your foot, press your heel down. Lift your heart. And then set your foot down flat. Side plank. So move your hand. Listen to this cue. This is important also. For side plank, you want to have your hand over so you've got space, right? Spread your fingers. Then press into your fingertips. Looks like this. So I'm like clawing the mat. Then I'm going to lift my knee and slide. I can use this hand for balance if I need to. Slide my foot to the center and turn the heels in. So my shoulder is a little bit back from my wrist. So I'm not stacked like this. I'm right here. So more integrity like that, okay? Then reach for the back of your shoulder blade and then pull the shoulder blade under you like that. So your shoulder is
connected. It's in the socket well, strongly, more strongly. Now extend the leg. Reach, arm up. Then maybe reach the arm over the head. Breathe. And then turn your gaze up. And then side, look down. Very scary, hand on the floor. Vinyasa, lower. Wash, rinse, and let's repeat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Lift up your right leg. Turn your right leg out on your breath. Let your breath be the thing that helps drive you from place to place. Bend your knee. Extend the leg. Shift forward. Keep your hips high. Step your right foot forward. Inhale. Crescent pose. Exhale. Go ahead and hinge and twist at the same time. Balance is important here by moving your foot over. Inhale, warrior two. Right there, look over the front hand first. Bam. Reverse. Side angle. Form here or fingertips down to the floor. Lengthen the sides. Half moon pose. Block or not, hand here. Lift up the leg, flex your foot, reach the left arm. Get your balance. Look side, try to look up. Set your foot on the floor, knee on the floor. Inhale and reach up. Sweep the hand back, reach the opposite arm up, look up. And then exhale, here's your side plank, hands on the floor. Push the floor away, lift the knee. Bring the right foot to the center, turn your heels. Inhale, reach your arm up first. Then grab that blade, pull it under. Stack your legs. Strong body, squeeze. Arm up, over the ear, lift the hips. Look down at the floor, hand to the floor. Vinyasa, lower, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a child's pose if you need to. Otherwise, stay in downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up. So everyone, downward facing dog to 3-limb dog right here. Turn your toes out and then bend your knee. Push the floor away. Extend the leg straight. Look forward, shift forward, step your left foot beside your left thumb. Inhale, crescent pose. You've got it. So you want to have space or width between your feet. So like that, right? So reach up, because when you bring your hands to your heart and you hinge forward and turn, that can throw your balance off right there. So open up if you'd like to. Inhale, hands together. Warrior two. Reverse. Inhale. Side angle right here or right here. Lengthen the fingertips down. Half moon pose. Move the block over. Slide your foot. Reach the arm. Then maybe you can lift the hand off of the surface and reach the opposite arm up. Flex your foot. Set your foot on the floor. Knee on the floor. Here's your Anjaneyasana. Keep reaching back and touch the ankle back there. Lean your head back just slightly. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Here's your side plank. Spread your fingers, lift your right knee, step your foot to the center, turn your heels in. Grab the underneath or behind the blade, pull it under, and then extend the legs. Reach the arm over the ear. Beautiful. Reach the arm up. Look at the floor, hand to the floor, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Let's take a child's pose. So knees on the floor, tap your forehead. Grab your ankles or your heels right here. Let your shoulders fall forward and breathe. Catch your breath before we finish. So we'll actually do one more round. So that'll make 3 total. You're doing great. So stay with me. All of this repetition, creating proficiency in your movement and confidence in your movement and balance in everyday life. So let's creep the hands forward, walk the hands forward, lift up your knees, downward facing dog. Lift up your right leg, turn your right toes out, bend your knee. Extend the leg straight, shift forward, step your right foot forward, and lift up into crescent pose. So remember, you need to have a wide stance, heel over the ball of your foot back there, hands to your heart, hinge forward, then turn the ribs. Open up the arms. Lift up your chest, look forward. Warrior two. Heel to heel align, or heel to arch alignment. Look over the front hand, knee over the ankle in front. Press that knee out. Reverse. Side angle as I adjust my mic right here. Lengthen the sides. Look out, or look up. Half moon pose, block, super useful right here. Arm extender, arm up, flex your foot, look side, and then maybe look up, and maybe you want to reach back and grab your foot. Let's get a good quad stretch right there. Let your foot go, set your foot on the floor, knee to the mat, inhale, reach. Bring that left hand back to your hip or the ankle. Reach up, lean the shoulder back. Inhale, reach. Here's your side plank. Fingertips on the floor. Lift up the knee, slide your foot in, turn your heels in, grab underneath the shoulder blade and pull it under you. Stack your legs. Reach the arm. Look to the side. Look up. Arm over the ear. Look down, hand to the floor. Vinyasa, and then we'll do the other side, and then you're done. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Take an extra breath. Lift up the right leg. Toes turned out. Bend your knee. Press the floor away. Reach. Extend the leg straight. Shift forward. Step your left foot forward. Lift up your body. Press into that forward leg. Lunge position. Exhale, hands to your heart, hinge, and then turn right here. So lower your hips right there. Open up your arms. Look to the side. And then turn it all the way around the other direction. Warrior two, knee over ankle, reverse. Side angle. Right there. Half moon. Block, slide your foot, lift up, fingertips, arm up. Turn your gaze to the side. Can you grab your foot? Breathe, straighten the leg, point your knee behind or away from you. Shoulder back. Let your foot go, arm up, set your foot on the floor. Knee all the way down. Stretch, low lunge. Reach your hand behind your hip, press and lean your shoulders back, or reach for the ankle. Exhale. Here's your side plank. Last move. Lift up the knee, slide your foot in, tip the heels in, grab the shoulder blade, draw it under, stack your legs, reach the arm up and over the ear, draw the shoulder back, flex your feet. You did it. Last vinyasa, hand on the floor. Here we go. Lower. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Set your knees down and walk your hands into your knees. And we're going to come into Malasana right here. So, right foot, left foot. So my feet are wide. The wider your feet, the easier this is. You've got more space. Elbows on the inside of your knees right here, shoulders back. So my intention for you as we go through the next several months, the next 3 months specifically, but then ongoing, but the next 3 months specifically, we'll finish practice with practicing crow pose and crane pose. Crow/crane. We'll talk about that later. just details that are not really that important as we begin learning. Even if you're able to lift your feet up off the floor, first of all, don't just kind of hang out in your hips right there, press into your feet as I talk. If you're able to do crane or crow pose, awesome. I'm able to do it, but I'm gonna practice as if I'm learning as a beginner, right? So go into it with an open mind. So just reach your hands to the floor wherever they land, then lean, and then squeeze your elbows in. Then slide your knees up to the armpits, lift up your heels, and then lean forward. Pick up your right foot and draw it underneath your hips or your glutes, set it down. Left foot, draw it underneath the glutes, set it down. Sit on your heels again. All right, let's relieve the glutes and the quads for a moment by placing the hands on the floor and forward fold. So here are your feet parallel. Breathe. Turn your heels in towards each other. Actually, bring your feet all the way in to each other. So I'm going to show you another option. And we're just practicing, so we're just going to do this one time each variation of coming up. So first variation was feet apart. Second one is heels together, like this, or feet together. Just try to balance for a moment. How hard is that? It's kind of hard, right? So a little iffy on that. Ankle strength, toe strength, right? So just stay here. Now get your balance by placing your hands between your knees on the floor. So your fingertips, right? So my knees are outside to the side of my arms. Then I'm going to place my hands as far as they'll reach, as far as my arms will reach. And then I'm going to lift my hips again and get my knees up into my armpits. And then I'm going to lean in, so my weight's on my hands mostly. And my feet are already under my glutes, so I'm going to lift up one foot, set it down, other foot, set it down. Then press into my fingertips so I'm not dumping into the wrists. And just test the water, see if I can lift both at the same time for a moment, right? Set your feet down, hips lowered, feet, hands on the floor, sit on the mat. And you did it. We finished that practice super good. Let's cool our body down. Lower down all the way, feeling relief, satisfaction that you've completed the practice. It was a pretty strong practice, beginning with some strength training with dumbbells. Just a little bit of strength training. It's a good active recovery class after a day of a strong strength training class. So let's do glute bridge. Feet close to your hips. Press your feet into the floor. Now, I want you to tuck your pelvis. So press the lower back down and lift the hips up. And let's just hold this for 5 breaths. And you can inch the arms underneath you. Clasp your hands. So this is referred to as a cooling down pose. Breath number 3, inhale. Exhale, lift your hips. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Unclasp your hands and very slowly lower your hips to the floor. Nicely done. Spread your blades apart. And as we begin class, bring your right knee into your chest and extend your left leg out straight. And then flex your foot. And I want you to grab your big toe right there. You can reach your left arm out to the left, straighten your leg as much as you can. If you're trembling or if your leg is shaking or your arm is shaking, I want you to let up on that grip. Leg to the side, a little bit further now that you're warmed up. Turn your gaze the opposite direction. Inhale, lift up. Nicely done. Now bend your knee. Bring the knee across the body to the other side. Reach the right arm over to the right. And then lift up. Let's change sides. So right leg out, left knee in. Grab your big toe. So my arm goes on the inside of my leg. and straighten that leg as much as you can. Reach the right arm over to the right. Lean the leg over to the outside. So my toes are slightly turning down and my heel slightly turning up. And then turn your gaze the opposite direction of your leg. Inhale, lift up. Right there. Bend your knee. Bring this leg across. Look over the opposite direction. Relax the shoulders and hips. Inhale, lift your leg. And then happy baby. Let's finish with that. So grab your feet up to the ceiling, and then rock from side to side, letting go of any tension in the back, any tension in your life. Or stress. Now grab your legs and pull them into your body and cross your forearms and give yourself a hug. Pull your head up off the floor and then get some momentum and roll up. And let's sit in the center of the mat and close class together. So, thank you so much for showing up for this practice. I really appreciate it. I would love to know how you did and what is the number one thing you need to work on. That'll help me with content going forward if I know what you'd like to work on. I can incorporate that as we go along. And you can also tell me how you're doing with crow on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, hands together, thumbs to your brow in gratitude. Thumbs to the heart and thanks, bowing your chin. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for showing up for your mind and your body. I'll see you again next time.